Hey guys, so on today's sit down, we are comfy as shit. Got my favorite jammies on, my favorite overly large shirt, and my fleece blanket. And I cannot tell you how much I love this fleece blanket. It's one of the most extremely soft things I've ever felt in my entire life. Imagine a cloud, but with you wrapped inside. That's what it's like being in this blanket. I made a peanut butter jelly sandwich, but I made it. It looks pretty sweet. Oh, that's good lighting. Well, it was so difficult for me to not eat this before I started filming. Like, every time I was trying to set up my camera or put something in the right spot, I would look at the sandwich and be like, God, can I please eat this already? But in my head I had to say, no, I gotta save it. Gotta make sure you guys see it before I eat it. See it in all its beauty and whatnot. I don't know, I'm proud of the sandwich, I really am. I make a mean PB&J, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, he's not gonna kick your ass, he's not that mean, but he's tough, it's a good PB&J. I have a cousin, there was a summer where like she would just come over every once in a while, I don't know why. She would come around and like every time she came around she like asked for me to make her PB&J sandwiches, like no one else, no other kind of sandwich. She would just ask me to make PB&J because she said mine were the best. I don't know, maybe that's why I have such a big head about thinking I make good PB&Js now. You have to try it, I guess, to pass your judgment on whether my PB&J is pretty fucking great. Or as great as I say it is. I'm gonna take a bite. I gotta stop talking and just take a bite because I want it, but I just want you guys to see it before I eat it. Oh, can you see it? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I got jelly on me. Think about this. You find yourself with PB&J and you're like, no, I'm not gonna eat that. Peanut butter always just like, no, I'm just not gonna eat that. But then you're lured in by peanut butter, so like, come on man, just eat me man. And you're like, nah, peanut butter, you don't know what happened the last time I ate you, man. He's like, nah man. You're like, no, you're too salty. And like, he's like, no, this time it'll be good, I swear. You're like, alright. And for once, like, you trust peanut butter, and you take a bite of the sandwich, and shit, you're caught by the peanut butter. For a second, it tastes like salty goodness, but then you realize there's so much of it that you can't even like move your mouth around and everything. So you're freaking out. Why did I trust peanut butter? I knew this was gonna happen. Man, I hate eating peanut butter. And then it happens. The miracle. You taste the jelly inside because it's peanut butter and jelly. So now you taste the jelly, and the jelly like comes to the rescue. Like, it's so watery that it's just like, it mixes well with the peanut butter and takes away the saltiness and just gives it like the greatest flavor ever. And that's why peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are so good. They work so, the combination of flavors just like works so well together that it's a whole actual enjoyable thing to eat. Like, there's no parts of it you hate, except maybe the crust. I don't know if I've said that before, but I hate the crust on my sandwiches. Like, in the moments that I would cut it off or like not eat it or tear it off, whatever, like I'd be like, okay, whatever, it's just this one time, I don't do it that much. But then recently, like, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago, I don't know how long ago, my brother told me that I just bought a sandwich cutter, and it cuts the sandwich in half, and it cuts the crust off. I was using it again, and he was like, wow, you would buy that. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you always cut the crust off your sandwiches. Even when you were a kid, you would always make mom cut them off, or you would tear them off or not eat them. And I don't know, it just struck me that it really was, like, I never really ate the crust. Even on pizza, I can barely even eat the crust. If it's not, like, cheesy in some sort of way, I can't deal with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm weak and natural selection is coming for me. But I don't know. Just never liked the crust. It's just always just like a weird thing that happened. I don't know. I barely even need one bite of the sandwich. Oh, so good. Lazy ass. Get a job. Do you even pay your taxes? Who's the president right now? What do you have to say to the haters? Wow. Shit, she don't mess around.